Carrie, and I work at Rapides and Catscan.
I'm Kayla, and I'm the secretary at Tri-AC.
I'm Peggy Loveridge, and I'm the campus manager for Northwestern at England Air Park.
I'm Ashley Nelson. I'm the office manager for Upper Iowa University.
And I'm Lee Doty, the interim director of the Learning Center.
That's what I was about to say.
sorry.
Did you want me to move? That's why I kept looking. You were right behind.
There we go.
Let me put it right. There we go.
As more countries become more industrialized, there will be a rising middle class that will want and demand products and services. Presently, 96% of the world's consumers live outside the United States. That reached 97% at the end of 2012. Have you ever thought about expanding your business in a foreign country? International Business Consultants has the perfect country, Japan, for your business, and we can provide information about how to be successful in Japan. Our teams include myself, Kelsey Anders, Melvin Burns, Tamira Harper, and Jared Roberts. Good morning. I'm Kelsey Anders, and I will be sharing my topics of social customs and religion with you today. There are several differences in the Japanese culture than here in the United States, such as the way we greet each other in public, how we address each other, the proper and improper gestures, communication etiquette, and how we feel about eye contact. We always greet in Japan the most important person or the senior person first. They don't like to be touched, so there's no shaking of hands. The most common way to greet people is by bowing. The deeper the bow, or the longer and deeper the bow, the more respect for the person. And usually bowing expresses thanks, apologies, a request, or asking for a favor. When addressing others, there's two parts to a first-time meeting. You pretty much say that it is our first time to meet, and then you tell them your name. There's, for a Mr., Mrs., or Mrs., they use san, and then depending on the rank of the person, whether you use san, sama, or sensei. Sensei is probably the most professional for professors, doctors, teachers, or any matters of that trade. Silence is golden in Japan. So if there's silence in Japan, don't think that they're disagreeing with you. It's time for them to reflect. We don't point. They use their whole palm whenever pointing at something. That's considered rude in Japan. For calling for attention, most Americans get this confused with shooing someone away because they put their hand out and do like this. So it's kind of confusing for Americans, and it's really important for you to know. There's no such thing as ladies first in Japan. Asking for forgiveness or thanking for a meal, they usually do a single clap in front of the face. Usually they do a slight head bow. Like I said, there's no touching, so they do not hug. Sitting for men in Japan, the most formal way for a man to sit is by kneeling, and then casual, they will be cross-legged. Sitting for women usually sit with their legs to one side. The furthest seat from the door is for the guest of honor or the most important person, and the chair beside the door is usually the host or the least important person. Posture is important in Japan. It shows respect, and gifts are given. but it's very important that you know that you never give anything or of anything. Because for is considered death, and you never wrap a gift in white, because they only give gifts wrapped in white at funerals. And as well, they do not want you to open the present as soon as it is received. You want to wait until you're in a private setting and then open the gift. Like I said before, there's the pause and silence. It's time for them to reflect. In Japan, yes does not always mean yes, I agree. It means yes, I hear you, and yes, I understand what you're saying, but not that I agree. They don't say no often because harmony is important to them, and by saying no, that disrupts their harmony, and it is uncommon to debate or have humor in conversation in Japan. They don't like direct eye contact, so we want to try and keep the eye contact to 25%. Look anywhere else on the face, maybe the forehead, the chin, the cheeks, the ears, anywhere else but the eyes. There's two types of religion in Japan. It's Shinto and Buddhism, and they kind of go hand in hand with each other. They're kind of like sisters. It doesn't play a big role in the everyday life, and there's no sacred scriptures or preaching. They do have a small house altar at their home to pay their respects to their ancestors, but like I said, it doesn't play a big role in the business. In conclusion, the social customs and religion play an important role and affect a business person's success in Japan. Therefore, it is imperative that business people are familiar with the social customs and religion. Do you have any questions? Okay, if not, please contact us by December 15th, and you will receive a free consultation with us, with our team. And thank you.